This week on The $1 Million Plan, we talked to a guy named Derek. He's 38-ish. I say ish, but I think he's 38. He's 38. He's divorced. He's got a huge homeowners association or condo fee from what I understand, and he joins us now. Hello, Derek.
Hello, hey Pete. Sorry about that.
You can call me Derek too. I went to middle school with a kid named Derek, and he kept milk in his locker.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, that's not you, is it?
It's not me, no.
Okay. Good. All right, so did I describe you accurately? You are 38-ish.
That's correct.
You are divorced.
That is correct.
How long ago did that go down?
That was about 3 years ago.
All right, so how long were you married prior to the divorce?
7 years.
Do you call yourself a divorcee? I mean, do men say that, or is that a lady thing?
I do not. I call myself single.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So single. Any financial impact? We're just diving right in. Any financial impact on your life being divorced 3 years ago?
No, the most impactful thing that happened was the house that we owned. I moved out of it. She gave me half of the equity in cash, and I used that and put it into a new place. So I put that equity from there directly into a condo.
Side note for you and everyone else listening during this situation again is that you almost never want the house, right? If you're ever in a relationship transition, as people call it, you almost never want to keep the house. I mean, like 99% of the time, you've done it correctly, right? You don't want the house. So help me understand. You have a giant homeowner association fee or something. Is that right?
I do. It's called a quote-unquote luxury condo residence, and the HOA fees right now are about $560 to $580, depending on the year. They change them every year, so the year coming up, they're going to be about $570.
What's the home worth? Like, what's the condo worth?
About $300.
Good Lord. So what part of the country are you in?
Southeast.
The Southeast. I don't know. Wow. Okay, so for some frame of reference here, I have a rental property that's not too far from the studio here. I think it's valued at $250,000 or so, and I think we pay $365 a month for. I think probably the same garbage you pay for, right? Literally, garbage is one of them.
It is, yes.
Yeah, a snow plow, which I don't know if you're in the Southeast, if you have to deal with that. We deal with landscaping, the insurance for the exterior, use of neighborhood facilities. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
Sure, yeah. The only things that are mostly included that I wouldn't get is a nice cable and internet package, security, garbage, water.
Cable and internet's part of that.
It is. It's actually kind of nice.
Now, that's interesting because if I think about our cable and internet, it's a lot of money. If I added that to that $365, you're at $500 a month. Is that what you said?
About $570, $580.
Ooh, jeez. What's your mortgage payment?
Right now it's about $1,020, $1,030.
And you've got, how much did you put down?
I put down $75 when I first bought it.
Good Lord. Okay. All right. There's lots of moving pieces here. I hope everyone's following.
Yeah.
Okay, so $225,000 in equity in the home, or is what you owe on the home, right? We put $75
right now
down.
I owe about. I got a really good deal on it, so I owe about $152 is my outstanding mortgage right now.
$152 is it a 30-year mortgage?
It is.
Okay, $152. It's worth $300. You got a huge fee. Your life has changed. You probably got into that place because you're like, I don't know what's next. But do you know what's next now? Do you know what's going on? Like, do you have enough stability that you can maybe put down more roots right now?
I do. My job is really good, and the condo is great. I really have no other outstanding debt, so I feel comfortable here right now. It's just that issue of the HOA and the mortgage combined. Kind of wondering if it's been sustainable for the last 3 years. I'm just kind of curious on if it's a smart thing to do continually, or just dump it and go somewhere else where, the HOA is smaller and I can take the amount of equity I currently have and push it into something maybe a little cheaper.
Well, let's take a look. I'm going to answer that question. For a second, as I started, you were like, oh, he's not going to answer that. No, I'm going to answer that, but I want to take a look at the rest of your financial life first. So, Nicole, let's take a look
Sure.
at Derek and what's going on. We don't have a picture of you here, Derek. We do have a picture of your financial life. So, Nicole, what do we got going here? We got, he's got $78,000 an income. What sort of industry are you in? Can you tell us that, or does it tip your hand?
It's financial.
Oh, I know a thing or two about that. Your take-home pay is $19.71 a month. So what this tells me, and correct me, please, if I'm wrong, I think you're putting you've got a lot of deductions coming out of your check. No?
Somewhat. It's $19.71 a paycheck.
Per
paid
pay.
Per pay. Yeah, paid every 2 weeks. The only things that have being taken out right now are my 401k contributions and insurance, health insurance.
Okay, so your net monthly income is more in the $3,900 range, $3,921 if we're being exact. Okay.
Give or take. Yeah, there's those 2 months of the year where I get 3 paychecks.
And you got 158 grand set aside in long-term savings, mostly 401k.
About half of that is.
And what's the other half, like Roth?
Yeah, the other half is a Roth that I've been contributing to for the past 5 to 6 years,
Okay.
and a regular IRA that was a rollover from a 401k from another job.
You're putting $350 a month into your 401k. You got savings account balance.
Is that right? $350 a paycheck.
All
Yep.
right, so we're going to make some adjustments there. All right. We adjust on the fly? That's great. All right. So, Nicole, we're going to change some of those numbers just on the fly. I'm just going to verbally give them. So let's get to it. Your $1 million day, if you keep doing exactly what you're doing now, you have $158,000 set aside for the future. You're putting $700 a month away. And if that doesn't change, like if you just keep doing that, you will be a millionaire on December 10th of 2035. That's December 10th of 2035. You will have $2.55 million when you're 67, which for men of our age, because I'm just a couple years older, 67 is our retirement age, and that will have a net monthly income of $5,951. But after tax and inflation adjusted, that'll feel like $2,900 a month. So it's time to break down this situation here. How you tell me, Derek? You've just heard the numbers. You'll be a millionaire in 2035. You'll have $2.5 million in retirement, but it will feel like in income after tax around $2,900 in today's dollars at retirement. How are you feeling?
I feel comfortable with that, and the only reason I'm not ecstatic about that is going back to the HOA. If that's a continuing monthly thing, I don't want to do $600 a month forever cutting out of that. So I'd kind of like to move somewhere eventually in the future where I have either a smaller HOA or no HOA.
Okay, I like this. I like the way you're thinking here. So you live on $3,900 a month now, and
Correct.
how much of that are you saving into a savings account? Then to that 12 grand or so, 15 grand, whatever's on there.
About 500, 600.
Okay, this is good.
I'm putting about $200 into a Roth, and then last year I just went on a tear where I maxed out my emergency fund up to about 8 months.
So let me change this here for a second. So on top of the $700 a month that's going into your 401k, you're also putting $200 into a Roth a month?
About $400 a month.
$400 a month. Okay, I'm going to up your number because that number, I love this. We're just throwing out wrong numbers here. Your new $1 million day, this is how quickly it goes. Your new $1 million day is January 10th of 2034. January 10th of 2034. At retirement now, you'll have $3.1 million. And your net monthly retirement income in today's dollars is $3,500 a month. Dude, this is looking a lot better. This is looking good.
I'm liking that.
I'm
Yeah.
liking it too. So I am tickled by that. Now let's get to the heart of the matter here. Housing. Where can you, if you bought a single family home, because you do not live in what is considered a single family residence if you live in a luxury condo.
Correct.
What does just a standalone home with no major HOA cost you where you live? Like how much would that cost you?
Anywhere from $175 to $225 right now.
Okay, so that would be the total value of the home?
Correct.
So are the amenities at where you live now at $300,000 of total value, is it worth it to you to live the lifestyle you're living at that place? I know that's the heart of the question, but is it worth it to you to live there?
The location is amazing. After the divorce, it was the first place I thought of and the first place I wanted to be.
Sure.
The location is great. It's about 10 minutes from work, walking distance to everything I want. And, you know, I could probably find something like in the same range, but the location would suffer. So I'm not 100% sure if moving to a different location outside would be worth it for right now. Maybe 5 to 10 years down the line, it would be. But for right now, I'm really comfortable with the location that I'm at.
Do you have any other financial goals other than obviously retirement and making good housing decisions? Are there any sort of intermediary goals that we need to know about? Intermediate goals. Intermediary would be the wrong word there. I'm really on my game today, Derek. This is going well. I'm really excited about this broadcast. It's good.
Nothing huge. I kind of like to travel like once or twice a year. Like right now, it's pretty much just domestic travel, but I cut that out and budget that out as well. But nothing huge. Pretty much retirement is like the major goal in my head right now.
Do you want to retire before 67 if possible or not really?
If possible, would be nice, but I'm getting to the point where like anytime I take off of work, I'm kind of just wishing I was back at work. So I'm not really sure how my mindset would be at that point in time.
Nice. We didn't mention, do you have any children or anything from your marriage or other relationships?
No children.
No children. Are you a car guy? You drive around on like a big sled, like a big car guy?
Yeah, I have a Mustang.
Yeah, a Mustang. I used to like Mustangs. I had a friend in high school who had one. He wrecked it, and then he got another one, wrecked it too. Have you wrecked your Mustang?
No, fortunately not. I love that car.
Do you call it like your pony or something? Do you have like a name for it?
I do not.
Mustang. Get Mustang. You go out and meet people at bars, and you're like, I got a Stang. If you want to get out of here, you need to do that.
I try not to. It's kind of hard sometimes.
Are you on the apps? Are you on the dating apps or anything? You do that thing?
I was. I kind of took a break from that for a little while.
That's
with
intense.
The idea, maybe in the new year, after all the holidays pass, I'll start again.
Yeah, it's intense. You know, I love your situation. I'm feeling it. I'll say this though. You are going to increasingly hate your condo fee, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. It will not subside. It will not get better. It will not stay the same. It will ruin how you feel about your life from here on out.
Awesome. That was kind of the mindset I was starting to get. I've been here for about 3 years now, and every month I just see that thing come in. I'm like, wow, what else could I be doing with that money?
Man, it's okay. So here's how I want you to think about it. If you go anywhere else, it's just, any HOA in like a neighborhood, maybe $100 a month, maybe. So what you have to say is, if I move, like, how does my life improve by $500 a month, and be able to deal with the lack of convenience that goes away because you're not in your luxury condo now? I mean, that's the somehow mystical equation you're going to have to try to master.
Sure, no worries.
Man, Nick, any debts? Do you have any debts or anything? We even talk about that?
No, none. I kind of went on a tear a couple years ago as well and paid off every single thing I have besides the mortgage.
What's your income going to do? You're $78,000. What's it going to do over time?
It should be increasing a lot. I've been killing it at work lately.
You're killing it. You like fist bump people? I always feel like when someone kills it, they're like, I need to fist bump somebody. I used to work alone, but prior to this whole thing going on, I worked alone. I worked in this office, and I had this mirror. And when I get off a call, like a good deal, I would fist bump the guy in the mirror. And this is a true story. The lamest thing, I've never told anyone this, and I'm really embarrassed, and I wish I'd not let it out. I would literally fist bump myself in the mirror.
There you go. You gotta treat yourself the best, right?
There were greasy knuckle marks on that mirror. It's a terrible phrase, greasy knuckle marks. If I have a garage band, like if I have a really big midlife crisis, I'm going to name it Greasy Knuckle Marks.
That is amazing. I think go for that.
Would you take a new lady friend interest that you met on an app to go see Greasy Knuckle Marks?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's classy.
Day one.
What else is going on? What else is going on in your life? Like, I'm into this. I like what you've done. I think you're going to have to move within the next couple of years or you're going to go nuts. Because I think part of this is, I think a strategy for you, if you want to stay in the same city, is the next move you make it a 15-year mortgage and just be there. Like, it can even be, sort of your permanent place if you're willing to do that. But I think a 30-year mortgage doesn't make a lot of sense at this point, especially if you can get a 15-year mortgage and your payment would actually still go down because of that stupid $500 a month payment.
Sounds right. Yep. I completely agree with you.
You into the Bitcoin? Are you like into the cryptos?
I should have, but no, I'm not into that at all. I try to keep everything simple, either just mutual funds and some stocks here and there.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen with all the cryptocurrencies, because we've been studying and talking about it around our offices here, it's like, it's so unregulated. At any point in time, someone's going to bust into your account and just like steal it and pillage your account. And that's no good.
It's not.
No. So, all right, anything else? Anything else? Because I mean, I'm giving you, I'll give you 9 out of 10 Peters, which is a party. However, you got to be gone in 2 years from the luxury condo. Don't you feel like a weird? Where do you live? I live in a luxury condo. Like, it just sounds like you're in the back of a magazine. You know?
I agree with you. That sounds good. That was pretty much my only big question. The other one is like, when I first started my career, I wasn't really making a ton of money, so I didn't really contribute much to retirement at that time. So it's been ramping up more the older I get, and I kind of always felt like I was trying to play catch up in that aspect.
Well, totally. And here's the interesting thing: if you've been killing it and you're fist bumping someone or a mirror, then as your income goes up, what your challenge is going to be, and you've already been through this, is how do you not grow your lifestyle? How do you capitalize and save your raise as opposed to absorbing your pay increase? And I think if you want to say how do you challenge yourself, it's not challenging to get out of the luxury condo. You just do it. The challenge is how do you increase your income without increasing your lifestyle. And I think for a single person or divorcee, whatever you want to say, that's hard to do. That's really hard to do.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because you take people out for nice steak dinners. I don't know what it is to be single. I would be a disaster. I would tell on my first date, I'd be like, let me tell you a story about greasy knuckle marks. And then I would go home.
It is not fun.
Well, I'll be honest. I've been married. This is now my 18th year. And the dates with me are equally as bad for that woman. Anyway, all right. Well, anything else? Because I feel you're good. 9 out of 10 Peters is not bad.
I like that. I like 9 out of 10 Peters.
Well, see a doctor for that. All right, Derek. Okay. Thank you so much for being on the show. Keep killing it.
Thank you, Pete. I appreciate it.
Of course. If you want to be on the show, Go to PeteThePlanner.com/podcast. Nicole, what do you think about the old greasy knuckle marks on the mirror?
I think Greasy Knuckle Marks is a really special band name, but also I would not put it past you to do that in the mirror.
How about 9 Peters as a name of a band?
9 Peters.
Absolutely. But there's not 9 members in the group.
I know something would have to signify 8 other things so that you made the 9th Peter. I know.
I like that guy. I like that guy a lot. All right, so be on our show. Come, just talk to me. Sometimes I'll use the right words. Sometimes I won't. Doesn't matter. That's all we have time for this week. That's all we needed time for. What am I lying? I could hang out here for a couple more minutes. I'm not going to. We're done. You probably have already shut off the podcast. Oh, by the way, Nicole, I'm dropping the gauntlet here. And I'm going to do this on all our platforms for a really long time. This is a bad idea.
Oh, no.
I'm done with the iPhone podcast app. I'm done. I can't do it. It's been ruined. It's so hard to use. So I'm going to, what's the one called? What is it? What's it? Overcast? Is that right?
It's something like that.
Hold on. Everyone stand by. And by stand by, you're just screaming it out loud.
Yeah.
There it is. Overcast. Is that right? Yes.
Yes.
Overcast.fm. I'm going to start using Overcast because I cannot stand what they've done to the podcast app, which used to be brilliant. Why am I venting about this?
I don't know, because it was good while it lasted.
It really was. And for what's the other one? Stitcher? That one stopped working for me too. Maybe it's your magnetic field, everyone.
Oh my God.
Nicole has this magnetic field. She breaks electronics because of some sort of energy she has coming off of her. That's real.
Me stopping the faces of watches due to where the vein from my heart, that's real. However,
you got problems.
Thank you.
That's all right. I'm just being your friend. All right, the show's over. Peace.
This this is where I came from. Planet Lovetron, where we drop love bombs, funk missiles, and live in soul shelters. No helter skelter, the heat don't swelter because everybody stays cool. Left many moons ago to bring the philosophies of my ancestors to another place. God picked the third rock, gave me to my earth family, and told me to create, and so I am. Pen in my hand, microphone on the stand. Over vinyl, I command and demand magnificence in an instance. I can make you dance, cry, or love. Fly as a dove, released from Everest. The fresh is fresh, and you can call me E.T. Word to John Tesh. Let me bless this harmonic presentation. It's amazing, so amazing. I'm the reason. Salutations, I bring you Lovetron greetings from a faraway land. I am the soul controller. Put the remote down and let me take control. You're now a part of my zone, so enjoy yourself. Lovetron can restore your health. I bring you greetings, salutations. How you doing? And is that how y'all say it? The tinkling of the keys is an homage to the little star. I sojourn over poetic descriptions of sound and travel to my other world. Out of this world, spaceship on my arm took me home, fueled by the ink and the megabytes and the hypertext transfer protocol, stronger than the Skynet and the Terminator. I push faders into warp speed, glide with ease, creating a breeze they call a black hole. Event horizon, no rear view concerns. This I adjourn, in beats I burn. This I adjourn, in beats I burn. Salutations, I bring you Lovetron greetings from a faraway land. I am the soul controller. Put the remote down and let me take control. You're now a part of my zone, so enjoy yourself. Lovetron can restore your health. I bring you greetings, salutations. How you doing? And is that how y'all say it?